My name is Ryan Schultz. I am the Assistant Dairy Operations Manager. We are at Dairy Dreams in their feed center at this point. We utilize 10 different recipes depending on what the animals need for their nutritional needs. We are heavily based on a corn silage diet, probably 50 to 55% corn silage, 20% haylage, remainder being different concentrates that we purchase in. We've played with BMR in the past, but have some really good digestibility corn silage in the last couple of years. So we've kind of gone away from BMR at this point, considering it again in the future, but have gone away from it at this point. We do contract corn gluten pellets, cottonseed, canola, whey permeate. We purchase in our dry hays and our straws from outside of the area. We're cropping 2,400 acres of corn silage between purchase and owned. We ran about 2,000 acres, 2,200 acres of cow haylage harvested 4 times, another 1,000 acres of heifer haylage on a 3 cutting rotation. Our feeding program that we utilize is FeedWatch. We've been on it for quite a few years, actually well before I've been here. We've recently updated to one of the new monitors, the touchscreen monitor, so that's been a big help for the guys. Instead of using words, it uses pictures, but FeedWatch is a program that we utilize to track the recipes, as well as we have a series of Excel spreadsheets that we utilize. Our nutritionist has done great work on creating a spreadsheet to see different ways to look at it and present it to us. We run 2 feeders per day at Dairy Dreams. We have our 2 primary feeders that run 12 on, 2 off. The opposite weekend, we have our maintenance crew that's able to cover for them. So all of them are fully capable of doing everything that needs to be done. They start about 3 o'clock in the morning, and by 11:30 in the morning, they're done feeding everybody. And then they have to prep their piles for the following day, as well as transfer any bales that need to be transferred, and then clean up the yard. Feeder performance is tracked by their errors that they have while loading, as well as their drop times, how long it takes them to mix a load on a per day basis, and just making sure that everything is consistent as we can get it for the cows. We do target a 7 to 10 day transition in any transitioning of a forage, even if it is the exact same pile, just the opposite side of it, bringing it in at a lower inclusion rate and then slowly adjusting the ratios of the 2 ingredients to balance out the difference, and then at the end of the 10 days, we're able to fully remove it. All haylage and corn silage do have inoculants on it. We just feel it gives us a bigger bang for our buck out of our forages that we're putting up there, and it helps us to reduce our shrink. FeedWatch does somewhat monitor the shrink, but we've had a little bit better luck with our own Excel spreadsheets. So every month we track what we use, throw an approximate shrink on it, and then at the end of that feed source, we correct that shrink to what it truly is. It's based off of what was delivered in, because every load is scaled when we come in. Every field is sampled through the lab, multiple samples, and then at the end of that, with knowing what we have delivered and what we fed out, calibration is checked every other week just to make sure that everything is proper. So knowing what we delivered to the source and what we remove from the source, we calculate our shrink from that. I do utilize Altus Cow Watch on a daily basis to track different things with the feeding end. My main thing that I look at is the herd performance trends. I can definitely tell the weekends where I have my sub feeders on. If there's any deviation in the drop pattern and the eating patterns, then work on correcting that to get everybody doing the same thing every day. As well as that'll alert me if any pens have been out of feed for an extended period of time, just from a pen alert. I'm able to detect when the pen was away from feed, out of feed, when they were in the parlor, as well as when the feed was pushed up, watching different spikes within the eating pattern of the pen. We're pretty basic and straightforward. We're running 17 loads a day. The guys are running approximately 30 minutes per day loading. We are looking at updating our feed center in the future just to get a more enclosed system so that we're not loading out in the open. Carlos, our main feeder, has been with us for approximately 18 years and just a wealth of knowledge and dedication on our behalf.